Amen. Well, we're excited and getting ready for the church launch and just, thinking about this time coming and just feel like the Lord gave me an idea of maybe a best way to visually demonstrate what we're endeavoring to do as a church family. Not just us in Gardendale, but the whole church family. Hey, Courage, can you come here? Come here, bud. Come on, run. Come on, quick. Show people your new shoes. All right, for those of you, we haven't had the privilege of meeting everyone yet, but for those of you who don't know, this is our youngest son, Courage. So he's 4 years old. How many of you think he looks like me? Come on now. Make me feel good about myself, right? Now, the more you get to know us, how many of you know he acts just like me? Right? He has a whole lot of my personality in him. So this is my son, and he is a part of our house. He carries our DNA, and he carries the heart of our home. But how many of you know that even though we have 5 children, each one of them is unique and individual? And as he grows, he will express what God has put on the inside of him. Amen. Just like he's doing right now. Amen. And it'll be unique. It'll be different. But how do you know it'll also be the same? Right? If he grows up and he takes a different course, does that mean he's not part of our house? Amen. No, he's a part of the house. We are a part of this house as we go to Gardendale. We carry the DNA of the house. Amen. Our goal is to minister grace and truth to the people of North Jefferson County. It's to inspire people to live the life of faith. Amen. It's to give people an opportunity and activate the gift of God on the inside of them. It's our goal to continue to help people know how to hear the voice of God and how to follow his voice in their daily life, and always to build significant and sincere relationships both within the church and without of the church. So that's the DNA of life and faith, and that's what we're doing. So this is not a leaving or a separation. This is just an expression of a son of the house growing and moving into what God has asked of the whole house. Amen. And as we've been praying, and since the Lord brought Celina and I back from Canada, we've been praying about where we live, right? We were taught by Brother T.L. Osborne many years ago, and he said, I'll give you 6 months to complain about your neighborhood. And after that, it's your fault because you live there. So since we've moved back home into the North Jefferson County area, we've consistently prayed, Lord, what about this place? What about this place where we live? What do they need? How can we as a family and as a church family, how can we add value back into where you're planting us and where you're placing us? And some months ago, I was here on a Saturday night, and we were praying here with the church family, and just felt like the Lord gave me the beginnings of what we will endeavor to do, just the first steps, the initial phase. And he says, the people in North Jefferson, they don't have many physical needs. They're okay. But what they have is a lot of heart needs and relational needs. And he says, build a place where people can belong. Build a place where people can be known. And what he meant by that in the image, he says, is known beyond the color of their skin and the amount of money in their bank account, but where they can be known as a person. And then build a place where they can become, where they can grow and become who God has made them and created them to be from the very beginning. So as a part of this house, that's our heart in the North Jefferson area. How we're going to do that in the beginning is we're going to create unique and specific gatherings Sunday morning, as Pastor Mark said, on the 28th of January, as well to continue our midweek Thursday night services and build unique gathering opportunities for us to come and worship and learn together, to continue to build relationships in our communities where we are planted as individual members of the Gardendale family there, and get to know our neighbors and communicate grace and truth to them over the fence, over a cup of coffee, across the table. Amen. And to go into the places God has planted us. And Celina had a part of this she wanted to share.
In the New Testament, we see always a multiplicity of leadership. When you see in the church in Acts, they had a council. Yes, one person led that council, but they had a whole council, and they relied heavily upon each other with their giftings and their callings. And so, this being my 4th time to help start a church, I love the multiplicity of leadership that we have. God has brought people, the Corneliuses and Mike, and this is a leadership core. It's not just, I've done it alone before, not good. And so it's so important that we see God is bringing the people together, continues to bring the people together. And even on a personal level, one of our core values is really giving people opportunity. And so we love the fact that people are coming and we go, okay, go ahead. Because that's what we needed when we were first starting. You can't start without opportunity. And so I love that this is part of the expression that we bring is the multiplicity of leadership and room for opportunity. So that was my 2 cents.
Good 2 cents. Amen. So we want to appreciate, we're so grateful to be a part of this house. And again, as the lead pastors, as Celina said, really do feel that in our heart, our main position is to build a platform for others to stand on, to build a place for others to grow, to build a place where people can come and they can know who their Father is, they can know who they are, and they can be given an opportunity to step fully into it in a real and a significant way. So we're excited. If you'd like to help us, if you'd like to join the team over in Gardendale, we'd love to meet with you and talk with you. We have so many different areas that we need help in that we're trusting the Lord to send people into. So we'd love to have you part of the team. And thank you, Pastor Mark.